When we left our app last time, this is where we were. We'd created a form. We could center that register for an account. I guess we should do it, put it in a row and text center it, which would probably help. Let's actually take a quick look at that. So all this is Bootstrap stuff. If we give this header a class of text center, let me just press enter here. Yeah. So it's just a matter of assigning to their account. So it's now in the middle. And now what we need to do is we need to collect the data. So what we're going to do is once they've submitted something, we'll just kind of throw it here at the bottom for now, right? So let's go back into Python. And once they submit the data, it's coming back into this function. So this is where we're going to pick everything up. So if they posted the form, we'll pick up all the data and we'll send it back to register, right? And we'll send it back as a dictionary, a Python dictionary. So if request method is a post, let's collect all the pieces now. So the username should be in the request form username. It's not a function like that. The password is in the request the email is in the request and the check pass is in the request form check pass. So we've collected all our data, and what we need to do is send it, create a dictionary. So results is equal to, we'll create a Python dictionary user, and this will be username, and we'll have pass. I don't like to use that. It's word, because pass is actually a word. A password, and then we'll have email. Let's create a string. Email, right? Just so that it works all the time, we'll put an else clause here. Results equals user none password none and email is none. And then we'll say user data equals results. So let's just take a pause here and look at what we've just done. So the form was posted. We can see that from here. We then pick up all the pieces of data that we need to pick up. And then actually it says it's not accessible because, yeah, it's there. We then create a dictionary element, and then we go back to the data. So now the other thing we could do, actually, rather than do this, if it did that, then just the results is none. Yeah, that'll help. So we either have something in results or we have nothing. That's better. So let's go to our register template, and right after the form, still in this middle column, Actually, let's use the fourth column. Let's use the column on the right. Let's do if user data. So if we have anything coming back, right? So we've got some user data. Let's print it out here in paragraphs. Name, and we'll have user data username, email, user data email. Hopefully this is starting to look familiar. Password, user data password. And only print that if we have user data. Right? So those three only get printed if user data comes up with nothing now. Let's go ahead. Let's relaunch this again. So we've got stuff there. Andrew at email.com. Pass, and register should come back. There we go. So it didn't pick up username. It got the email address, got the password. So why didn't we get anything back in username? Let's take a look at our code. User data, username. So what did we actually put into that field? It's user, not username. So we just need a small change here. This doesn't exist. And now if we go back here and Andrew a email.com pass. There we go. So we're able to get data on the form. We're able to send it back to the server, and we're able now to come back. So now let's talk a little bit about SQLite. So SQLite is a small database. It's good for small applications or even when you're testing and debugging. It's file-based, so you don't need a remote connection. You can actually just have installed SQLite onto your PC and run it from there. But it comes also built into Python. There are a couple of things. So I'll just show you the setup for SQLite. We just have to import a library and then start querying it. And in this case, we'll be saving the account, and we'll just make a copy of this register form as login later on, and just remove a few things, and then we'll be able to see whether or not we can actually read from the database after that. But in terms of registering, all we want is to take this information and throw it into a SQLite database. So how do you do this? We'll talk about that in the next section. Thank you.